up, everybody? It's Maria Wills with Spotlight Tuesday TV, where we have real conversations with intellectual people. And today I am here with a good friend of mine. When I say vocalist, songwriter, performer, entertainer, and all around amazing guy, my friend Creole King is in the building, y'all. What's up?
Do continue with that.
You know, I got plenty for you. Today we're going to talk about relationships in the entertainment industry. Do you think that relationships work in the entertainment industry?
I think if you have things solid privately, once things go publicly, then they'll pretty much flow. I think you have to be honest with yourself as an individual before you even delve into being in a relationship with somebody else, because if you don't know what you're bringing to the table, then you won't value it, and you can't expect somebody else.
I think that people cheat no matter what industry that they're in. It's who you are and where you are as a person. So if you have someone and you guys are on the same page, I really truly think it can work in the entertainment industry. I mean, do you think that, especially with groupies and things like that, a man in the industry can survive? Because I believe that you got to keep yourself out of certain situations.
Yeah, I think keep things in perspective as it relates to who Creole King is versus who Cardell is. It's like Clark Kent and Superman. Bruce Wayne and Batman. As a private person, get to choose what I want to be public.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I use a stage name.
Yeah.
To kind of like, so
that's
I don't go
smart.
around. I don't ever want to bring
your personal,
my personal into the public.
So do you feel like that's one of the downfalls to relationships in the forefront, is because it's advertised and it's so public?
I don't want to blanket it that way, because it really depends on the individual.
Yeah.
It really depends on the couple. It depends on how they're, what the infrastructure of their relationship is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, and it just depends on what did you sign up for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I think that we're all fallible.
Yes.
So placed in the right situation, nobody's gonna make the right move every time or all the time. Kind of like safeguarding yourself. You have to set up kind of like blockades around yourself.
Yeah.
You have to define your own parameters in a way that don't put you in compromising positions. That works. If you allow those people to be able to keep you accountable.
Absolutely. Okay, so do you think that parameters should be discussed between the couple?
Absolutely.
So I can be like, listen, I need you not to be on Facebook doing this, and this. Like, what kind of parameters?
But see, parameters don't necessarily have to be discussed like limitations.
Okay.
Or like rules.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Don't make it about being a rule. Make it about how it makes you feel.
Okay. So give me an example.
You have to discuss your deal breakers up front.
Okay.
Hey, I don't like to be talked to any kind of way. Not make it about, don't do this, don't tell me such and such. Don't make it that. Don't make it so aggressive, or not even so much aggressive. Don't make it to where I'm telling you what to do. What I'm doing is
telling you what I like.
Exactly. I'm telling you how what my expectation for how I'm treated is.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like that a lot because I have received advice as well. Like you don't talk at a man. You don't tell a man what to do, and you don't. There's a way to finesse kind of your thoughts and your wants and everything else.
Yes.
Like you need to make a man, especially.
You have to say it how we hear it.
You
know what I mean? A lot of times we miss each other because I could be speaking Vietnamese and you speaking Filipino.
Yeah.
It's all Asian, but it's not the same language.
Yeah.
Not Filipino, but Tagalog.
Yeah.
That's the right language for Filipinos. But
look at them schooling y'all.
Well, I tend to be a geography.
Educated, I'm just saying.
But I think a lot of times, especially in relationships, we learn each other physically, or we surface level physically.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Both.
we don't learn how people talk.
Yes.
You know,
and how they communicate.
Exactly. I'm not afraid of confrontation.
Yeah.
I believe confrontation in any kind of relationship is healthy.
It is.
You
I
know what I
learned
mean?
that. I was told that if you're in a relationship with someone and you guys never have any type of conflict and you just walk away or you just let it settle, you don't really value it because you don't feel the need to work through. You don't feel the need. It's almost like
you're looking for an exit already.
Yeah.
You're looking for an exit.
Oh my
already.
goodness.
I'm not on the program where confrontation or conflict has to be an argument.
Yes, that's true. A
You know,
disagreement.
Exactly, because
You know?
me, I have a standard for myself, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let anybody change who I am
Yeah.
or how I operate. You know, if you
Yeah.
want to argue, you can stay in the corner by yourself and argue. I'm not,
Yeah.
but I am gonna say what I need to say to you.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say it with respect because I expect to get that back.
Yeah. The tone is always love. And you know, okay, even after this, I'm gonna love this person,
Mhm.
you know, and it's mutual love, then it'll work. You know, at the end of the day, I'm upset right now, and I can have this conversation with you regardless of if I disagree, regardless of someone changes their tone.
Let me throw this in for free. by the way.
Okay.
A man is measured by his track record.
So what you mean by
It
that?
tells you everything you need to know. It's not that a man who cheats doesn't necessarily not love a person. They just value whatever their reason is for cheating, whatever they're chasing, above the connection.
Okay.
You know, it could be something that happened in their past that just won't allow them to be that vulnerable
Yeah.
or that closed off from the world
Yes.
to be alone with that one person.
Yes.
It could be that. It could be several different factors that will lead into it. So, but if a man's track record is that he wants the best for you, everything he's ever done in connection to you has been to move you forward or to move you higher. If he tells you something that you don't like, you will know the end goal is for me to be better. So at the end of the day, you may buck against the system, but at the end of the day,
That's the goal.
the goal is for you to be better.
I like
For me to be
that.
better, you know?
The thing is, what am I bringing to the table, and what are you bringing to the table? I think so many times
Where are we going together?
people are so focused on, well, what are they giving me? What are you bringing to the table? And it's like, no, how about you focus on you and what you can bring, and everything else will line up.
At the end of the day, we all have to be living within our purpose.
Yeah.
So I can't lose my purpose in you, and you can't lose your purpose in me.
Absolutely.
But they can work in conjunction to a greater goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just think, I don't think most people think on that level
Yeah.
when it comes to getting with somebody.
Yeah. How do you feel about Kevin Hart and this whole scenario with, cheating on his wife?
I understand. Not saying that I don't condone. You know, if I honor marriage.
Yeah.
You know, marriage is honorable.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I just think that his track record, is his track record that does not diminish how he feels about her or his desire to cover her. You know, he's a public figure. He's probably one of the most recognizable people in the world. There's nothing he's gonna do that's gonna remain private. You know, I love people. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I care about any relationship that I have, whether it be my muse, whether it be my friends.
Yeah.
You know, and when I see something that they're doing that's wrong, I as a friend speak on it.
Yeah.
I as a loved one speak on it.
Yeah.
You know, and I just feel like because say, the people we're discussing are in a public setting or, their situation goes public, everybody can have an opinion on it. Everybody can see it.
But I feel like if he did not, and his wife for that matter, who is absolutely gorgeous, and so was his ex-wife, but who, I feel like if they did not, like they speak on this all the time. I mean, a couple of weeks or maybe a month ago, even his current wife, she had mentioned speaking directly to his ex-wife saying, I mean, I wasn't the only one. I was just the one who stayed around. Like that type of conversation you don't need to have. I believe that humans are humans and humans have error. You know, that's just
Error
facts.
and evolution.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, but I also believe that that track record you were talking about and patterns in a person is relevant because he's done this before. He's done this with his ex-wife. And so my suggestion would be he's amazing. He's funny and he's a talented person. But when it comes to your personal life and your wife and your children and your ex-wife, you and your wife should simmer down
This is my
on
thing
that
with
topic.
After reading his book, which was an amazing book, it will cause you to look deeper in yourself
Yes,
and be honest about things that you've been through
Yes.
and that you've experienced,
yes,
and how they affect you in the long run, because they do affect you in the long run.
absolutely.
After reading his book, you know, when we speak to his, you know, a track record, or, you know, could she really have made that a deal breaker?
What?
You know, what he did.
Cheating?
Yeah. Could she really have said, this is a deal breaker for me? What did she have? Or let's look at it this way also, right? He is a man. He's a husband. He's a father, right?
Yes.
That's his personal life.
Yes.
But he's also a comedian and an actor.
Yes.
Those are the things we have license to.
Yes.
But we'll say this also. He made a decision at some point in his career to make his career about his personal life. You know?
Yes.
And
Which is why we're having this conversation.
That's
right
my
now.
point. That's my point. He
Yeah.
made a choice to make his personal, you know, his
Yeah.
private public.
Yeah.
It worked for him.
Yeah.
But there's good and bad that comes with
with
every decision we
Yeah.
make. You know, I wish him the best.
I do too.
I wish him.
I do too. And I will say this because people have asked me in regards to, well, would you stay? Let me tell you something. If that is my husband and I want to be there, you know, I don't know his wife's intentions. And if she loves her husband, I would make a decision based on, do I want to stay with my husband? Like that's not of course I don't want my husband cheating on me.
Right.
But I'm not going to make a decision to leave my husband and my family because of what the public thinks.
Right.
Or how it might look.
Right.
You know, that's between me and my husband. Like,
Right.
I
We'll
don't
work
care
with it.
how I look. If I want to stay with my husband and I want to work through it, I'm going to do that. You know, if I feel like this is something that is a danger to me personally and mentally, emotionally, health-wise, then I'll make a decision. And my child, for that matter, then I will make a decision. Because now she just can't think about herself. She also has to think about this child that she's bringing into the world. And
A relationship that has not been tested
Mhm.
is just a connection.
Absolutely. But it don't have to be tested through cheating now.
When we think about cheating, right? Cheating is like treating a symptom versus diagnosing a disease.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Cheating is always a byproduct of something else.
Yeah.
There's a breakdown, whether it's on his part or on her part of them together. There's a breakdown somewhere that's causing that behavior.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Unless you're just arrogant and like power and want to do what you want to do. That's a
When you
different
love somebody
topic.
and you marry somebody, you marry every bit of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you say I do, okay, you are not saying I do to a person who is the person that they just promised to be. Throughout the course of that relationship, it evolves.
Evolves.
Relationships
People
are
evolve.
living, breathing entities, in my
Yes.
opinion. Okay, they evolve. A person wants to become the person that they vow to be. So every day is a step towards that process.
Yeah.
Because you ain't gonna say I do love a perfect person, and you damn sure ain't gonna marry one.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times that just gets lost in translation, you know, and we gird ourselves and we say what we won't take and what we don't want to, you know, experience. But at the end of the day, what if that's just a part of your walk too?
That's deep.
You know, I think when it comes to connection, when it comes to being with somebody, those things are just important, you know, and understanding who that person is, just on a soul level. You know, who is this soul with all these experiences wrapped around?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you can look and see that soul and be okay with that soul, I'm not gonna say take everything. I'm not gonna say you have to have a standard for yourself.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you work on infrastructure in a relationship, outside stuff is just chatter.
I like that. Work on infrastructure.
Infrastructure is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I make my living based on infrastructure.
What would you say are just some tips or some advice that you would give to someone in regards to building infrastructure in a relationship?
The first step is knowing who you are, knowing what you want. I think we glance over that. We hide, because that's a deep dig to find the true answers.
It is. Of who you are, what you want. Because in life, you have a tendency to let the people you love and your experiences drive that. So it becomes, as you continue to live, it becomes harder to identify, okay, wait, but what do I really want? Who am I really?
Exactly. And if you don't know that, and you connect with somebody else, and that person is on the roller coaster of you discovering who you are and what you really want.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times that's why relationships don't last. You know, not like I'm some guru, because I'm not.
Yeah.
You know,
and all experiences are different. I don't think that there's a specific manual on how to be and how to act. We are all individually, creatively made, and there's no way for us to have one manuscript for this to work. It just doesn't make logical sense.
Right, and we're not gonna get together with me knowing I can put all my weight on it.
Yeah.
So it's not that I'm hiding things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could be testing the water to see how deep you're willing to swim.
Yeah. And I'm learning me and you.
Woof.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah. I'm learning me and you. I like that. Okay. Well, my dear, that's good stuff. We done gave y'all a good conversation.
Yo, check that song Flower out.
Yes, check Flower out. Creole King, how can everybody follow you?
At Creole King Music, that's at CreoleKingMusic. I'm sure Maria's gonna have it on the screen.
Yes, it'll be on the screen.
Make sure it's right under my head.
Right under there.
I'm smart.
Yes.
But on all social media platforms, it's all the same: Twitter, Instagram. Check out my website, www.creoleking.com. I want to give a few shout outs.
Please, go ahead.
Shout out to my muse, first and foremost. Shout out to my brother Travis Stubb. Shout out to my brother Mad Mike, Mr. B over there at PBM Recording Studios. Jardine Creative, my man who did my video, amazing videographer.
Yeah.
My man Carl Antoine, he said he's disappointed in me.
He's not disappointed. Carl. Yes.
Big shout out to my brother. How could I not say his name first? J. Henry Jazz.
Yeah.
That boy got some music on
Yes,
Bubble
he does.
right now.
Really? I gotta get with it. Well, make sure you are tuned in to Spotlight Tuesday every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Thank you, Creole King, for being here. And make sure you guys stay tuned. Peace.